This week on 3D Printed Soup, it's the female elf versus the mage in the mirror. Some more Heroquest expansion action coming right up. That's right after this. Hello fellow makers and welcome back to 3D Printed Soup. This week we're going back to Heroquest and the last add-on pack for Heroquest. This was only released in Canada and America. We didn't get it in Europe. Damn their eyes. But there's a fantastic guy on Thingiverse who has once again created a really good representation of most of the figures and most of the tiles that come with this particular expansion pack. So I've downloaded these, links in the description below as always. You know I love my Heroquest, and yeah, I always love printing stuff. Everything from the Ogre Horde through to the European expansions, Kellar's Keep and Return of the Witch Lord. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this printed, and it can go along with the Barbarian's Quest, the Frozen Horror. So without further ado, let's get on and print this and see how it turns out. Before, however, thanks to everyone who's liked and subscribed. Loads more of you have joined the 3D printer community, which is 3D Printed Soup. Welcome, we love you. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't. Drag your cursor down, find the subscribe button, it says subscribe on it, easily located. Give it a click. Welcome to the 3D printed community. Also, we've got a Patreon if you fancy giving that a click. I'm going to stick some extra videos up on there, some videos which I've been doing recently, which, although I'm not going to put on the regular channel, I'm going to share with my Patreons. Also, you can suggest ideas and put them to me, and I will chuck them up if I can. So, let's get on and print ourselves some wonderful 3D printed Heroquest expansion goodness. Oh, my mouth's watering already. Let's print the mage in the mirror. I'm going to be printing these files using my FDM printer as well as my resin printer. I find that the FDM printer prints things like the tiles and the walls really well, but you can't beat the resin printer for really good figure and miniature quality. Just going to pop these guys off the support struts, and then I'm going to brush them in water and also in some isopropyl alcohol just to get rid of any lumps and bumps before I cure them. Otherwise you end up with all kind of weird lumps on them, and they turned out nice. Then it's back to the good old Ender 3. I've replaced the hot end on this recently, so it's printing beautifully. To print the centre sections and the floor parts here, the tiles that go in the centre room. And yeah, this is going to look really good, I hope. With that undercoated, a little bit of contrast grey to bring out the flagstones, and also to paint the grey walls, which I'm going to highlight later. I tried using some contrast brown on this rug, didn't turn out well, so I use a nice chocolatey brown instead. And yeah, I think this is Gorfang hide, or Gorthorn hide. And then I'm going to highlight the stars on here with some Ubshanti bone. With that done, I'm going to use some sort of grey blue to do the edges, and then some more Ubshanti to do the tassels on the edge. I'm also going to highlight and wash that. And while that's drying, let's do some of the bones here in Screaming Skull, and then I'll go over those as well with a wash. With that done, it's time to paint the titular mirror, and I'm going to use some Runefang steel here to get a nice shiny mirror effect. And then I'm going to use some Gehenna's gold to make the outside of the mirror nice and shiny. I'll then put some washes over that as well, just to dull it down a little bit, because it's an ancient mirror. There's also some other mirrors as well in the game where you have to try and rescue the princess from. So yeah, I have just undercoated this grey and used some more silver. And then the dire wolves I have dry brushed. So yeah, those files printed really, really well. And I think the mirror centerpiece with the fire and the mirror in the middle and the really, really cool 3D embossed rug there, and also all the bones of people who've been slayed by the mage down by the bottom. That is possibly one of my favourite add-on parts to Heroquest. I mean, there's loads and loads of ones which use the centre room. It's kind of like the big room, so everyone always does the tiles for that room. But yeah, this one is above and beyond. It's chunky, it's well designed, it looks good. The mirror in the middle with all the fire around it gives it a lovely feeling of sort of warmth, but yeah, intimidation. And it's a big arena to fight the mage in. Talking of the mage, she looks really, really cool. Got a wolf's head staff. She even comes with a giant dire wolf, which is really, really awesome. So yeah, she can cast a spell and a dire wolf jumps out of the mirror and attacks the heroes. And the heroes, for there are plural, are the female elf. And to help her, you get elf warriors and elf archers. Yeah, and these guys look absolutely brilliant. The elf herself has got this sort of green cape, leather boots, a curved blade, and she's also got throwing daggers as well, and she comes with lots of extra spells because the elf has got a load more spells in this one, unlike in the original Heroquest where you only get the one set. She gets 3, and they're really cool. And she gets somebody to back her up, who in this case is an elf archer. She can summon him and he can basically do all kinds of long range attacks while she's fighting and back her up, because she's not as tough as you'd think. Now the storyline has a princess who's been abducted and trapped in a magic mirror, and all through the game there are mirrors around. This particular one is blank, but there's also ones with weapons on them. There's ones with bows and with swords, and you even get one with the princess reflected in it. I haven't actually printed that one out. I've just printed the plain one, as I'm going to spend some time and get the tokens printed so I can actually glue them on the front here. But at the moment the 3D printing has made a very, very nice mirror. And finally they've reused one of the figures from the Ogre Horde in this, where basically it's the Ogre Brute, and you get 2 of these guys in the box. And whereas the Ogre Horde ones had interchangeable arms, these ones were solid miniatures, and I printed a nice solid resin figure here. And yeah, he's really, really chunky. In fact, I think he came out better than the ones I printed for the Ogre Horde, so I might reprint them later. So yeah, all in all, I am very, very happy with the way this has come out, and I'm really looking forward to having some games on my 3D printed Heroquest board with the Mage of the Mirror. This weekend it is the next installment of our Heroquest on 3D printed board gameplay, so we're moving on to the next 2 missions from the quest book, and we're going to play all the way through them and then all the way through the expansion packs over the next few months. And yeah, I will be uploading the footage from that, and on Patreon I'll be uploading some bloopers and more footage of that as well, and anything that I've cut out I'm going to put on there so you get nice full playthroughs. So thanks for watching 3D Printed Soup. I hope you've enjoyed my series of 3D printed Heroquest. Stay happy, stay safe, keep printing.